Now, today we are going to start next command in MySQL, that is insert command. Now, this command is used to add a new row or record in the table. As in our last class, we have created one table with structure only. Now, today we are going to learn how to add a record in the table. Now, this insert command is a DML command. Just remember this thing. The last command that create, which we learned in our last class, that was DDL command. Now this DML, this is a DML command. Your insert one is a DML command, that is data manipulation language. Now this command is used to add a new record or row in the table. With the help of insert command, we can add a new record in the table. We can add new record in the table with the help of insert command. Now here important thing is at a time insert command will insert only one record or row at a time. It means we can, with the help of insert command, we can insert one row at a time. Now suppose I want to insert 100 rows in a table. For that I have to use insert command 100 times. Clear? So one insert command will add only one row. Now how to use it? So its syntax is insert into, then table name, then values. You have to use the keyword values, which denotes here that we are going to insert the data. So first, then in the bracket write the value of the column 1, then value of column 2, value of column 3, and so on. Like this you can insert the value. So I will explain the same thing with the help of an example. Now suppose there is a table named train. This is your table named train, and it contains these fields, these columns: train ID, integer type, origin, that is varchar, destination is again varchar, then distance is integer. Now what we want? We want to insert one record in the table. So there are different methods for inserting the record. First one is insert into, as in the syntax. You have to write insert into, that is your command. Table name is your train, then values. You have to write values. Then in the bracket, value of column 1, 101. Now this 101 denotes train ID. Then New Delhi. Here New Delhi means second column. How we know that this New Delhi is in second column? Just with the help of this semicolon. Sorry, this comma. This comma denotes that column is changing. Now we are giving the value of the second column. So this New Delhi belongs to the column origin. But here again just see one difference is there in the column number 1 and column number 2. This column number 1 is of integer type. That's why no single quotes is required or no double quotes is required. But here in the second column New Delhi, just see I have put single quotes. Why single quotes? Because this is a varchar column. It contains alphanumeric values. That's why I use single quotes. Then again comma means next column. Now I have used double quotes for third column, that is destination. It means in alphanumeric column we can either use single quotes or double quotes. Then again comma, then last column, that is distance. The values is I have entered the value of distance, then bracket close, semicolon. So this is the first method to insert a record in the table. Now second one is there. In second method, command is same, insert into train, that is your table name. Then after that I have mentioned the column names. Now suppose I received the list which contains columns in different order as compared to the structure of the table. Means the printed list or typed list which I received, the sequence of the column is not matching with the structure of the table. Now what to do? We have to give the column sequence, like here I am doing. We have to give the column sequence, in which sequence you are going to enter the values. Like first column name I have given distance. So it means in values, just after values, I will pass the value of distance. Here just see I am giving the value of distance. Then what I have to do, second column is train ID. It means just after distance what I have to give, I have to give the value for train ID, that is 101. Then after train ID I have given the column name origin. So after this I have to give the value New Delhi. And after origin, what is the next column? Destination. So after that I have to give the value for destination. So I hope it's clear. It means you can change the sequence of the column as per your requirement, but for that first, before entering the value, first you have to give the sequence, in what sequence you want to enter the value. So just give the column name in the sequence in which you want to enter the value, and then you can enter. This is the second method. Now third and last method is again insert into train. Now what I want, suppose I don't have the distance, means in the printed list the printed list which I received contains the values of three columns only, that is train ID, origin and destination. No value for your distance. Now what to do? How to enter that? For that we have to use the third method, that is insert into train. Then we have to give train ID, origin and destination. Then values. Just see here I have given only three column names. Why? Because I am going to enter the values for three columns only. I am not going to enter the value for the column distance. So that after that, after mentioning three column name, values, then value of the first column, that is train ID, then New Delhi, that is origin, and third one destination. Now here what happened? I have not given the value for the column distance. Now what happened? System will store the default value in that column, that is 0. So this is the method. Third method, you can leave the column empty or you can leave while entering the values. So these are the three methods for inserting a record or row in the table. Now remember one thing, when you use the same command in MySQL, what happened? After writing the command, system will give one row inserted as a message. When you receive that message, it means you have successfully added a row. If any error is there, then system will display the error. You have to resolve it and then do it. Thank you.